Hi everybody, I'm here in Trinity and I'm waiting for Hillary Clinton to make an appearance. Who's in this building?
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton! That's it! Do you like Hillary Clinton?
I just kind of don't know, like,
Are you
her
a
personality.
fan?
I was more of a Bernie kind of fan.
Are
but
you like
sure.
a President Trump supporter?
Not really, but
really?
his KPIs are doing pretty well right now. Like, his performance has done quite well.
And you've just graduated today.
Yeah.
What, do you mind if I ask?
Masters in Arts.
Woo, lovely.
So,
I
yeah.
have a degree in arts myself.
Ah,
English and psychology. Oh,
Ah.
we're not. Yeah, so it's lovely to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you. What's your name?
My name's Sarah Louise Mulligan.
Sarah
Irish, I love President Trump.
Okay.
Take care. Bye.
Hillary Clinton has abused her feminism, actually. She is one of the world's greatest warmongers. She has been responsible for destroying several countries, and she has backed every invasion that has been made. She personally was largely responsible for destroying the country of Libya, and when she said, "We came, we saw, we conquered, and we saw Gaddafi dead," something like that. She is a very, very strong woman. She's a very capable woman. It's a pity she doesn't use her capabilities to help women and to help.
She's a woman that she got to the level that she did reach in a man's world, first of all, as with Mary Robinson, as with Mary McAleese. So for women to get to that level, of course along the way they do get reputations as being very aggressive and very bolshy, but in a man's world you have to be that way.
Yeah, and women have to be stronger, and you have to be able to impart in other women that it's doable and you can do it. Like if Mary Robinson could do it, if Hillary Clinton can do it, all these people, and Mary McAleese, they're all women that women can admire and look up to. Someone can aspire to it. If they can do it, you mightn't go to be a president, or you might never, but you can help people and encourage other women to go along with that.
Well, it's about reaching your potential, the potential that you have, and reaching that. At whatever level or whatever that potential is.
Yes.
It may be to have 20 kids.
Yes.
Well, so be it. But if your potential, and we were enabled to upscale and reach our potential through the organisation we represent, St Andrew's Resource Centre, Pier Street. And what impressed me about Hillary was the fact that if you have self-confidence and you have confidence in yourself, you can do anything. You are equal to everybody.
Yes.
If you have the confidence to show that. Without that confidence, that's what makes you unequal. But with confidence in yourself, you're equal to anybody. I mean, I ran down them stairs to the provost and said, "Paddy, could you try and get us to meet Hillary?" And he went out to try. So, to even have the confidence to do that, the provost could have said, piss off, if he wanted to, but he didn't. He did his best.
But it would have been ideal to meet her.
Yeah.
And
if I'd have known last Friday she was coming, I would have arranged it then. But he said it wasn't his gig.
Yeah. Well, and it's true, because it's purity and all, you can't push that on.
Who've really shown over the last 18 months exactly what can be achieved when students put their mind to it. There is absolutely no doubt that Trinity College's administration wants to make this one of the most commercialised universities in the country, and students have been making their life really, really hard over the last year, so well done. I think that right now Hillary Clinton is sitting inside talking about the importance of having women in politics, and I, as a woman in politics, find that deeply offensive. Hillary Clinton has done nothing to challenge the type of oppression, the imperialism, the war and the poverty which has been making women's lives miserable for centuries. I think that Nancy Fraser wrote a really good article last year where she talks about how feminism is being abused to cover up for capitalism. And that is what we as socialists and as feminists need to make sure never happens. Having a woman in politics makes little difference if she does everything in her power to perpetuate the kind of inequality that keeps women down. So that's why I'm here today, is to say, Hillary Clinton, you have no right to speak on behalf of women in politics in Ireland. You have no right to speak on the women whose lives you have tormented in the United States with your capitalist, oppressive policies. You have no right to speak on behalf of the women in politics in Honduras, in Palestine, in Iraq, in Libya, whose lives you have made miserable for a decade of warmongering. I think we need to, I want to briefly just remember one woman in particular, who's Berta Cáceres. Berta Cáceres was an environmental activist in Honduras who bravely, she's always called an environmental activist, she's a socialist. She stood up for the rights of landowners and landless peasants in Honduras against the massive corporate takeover that has been happening in places like the Iguan Valley in Honduras for decades. She was a supporter of Manuel Zelaya, who introduced very, very moderate reforms in an attempt to stop the corporate takeover of Honduras, in an attempt to stop the absolute oppression of peasants in that country. Manuel Zelaya was pushed out of power by a coup which was actively backed and facilitated by Hillary Clinton. And shortly after the coup took power, Berta Cáceres was murdered with the knowledge and the backing of that state. Berta, before she died, pointed the finger at Hillary Clinton for facilitating that coup. There are many women in politics, and it's Berta Cáceres that I stand beside, not Hillary Clinton. So, I'd ask you to stay around. We want to make our presence felt as people come and go through the hall. In particular, there are members of the media, and we want them to know that the people of Trinity, the students of Trinity, the people of Dublin, do not support this insane action, and we want to make sure that that's part of the story that's told about this event. So thanks a million for coming. Thank you to all of the students who put time into organising it. Thanks for having us here in Trinity again.